There, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another car video. Let me get this joint just right. All right. Yeah, y'all. The great female icon chase. Great female icon chase. Now, hold up. Let me get ready first. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Do this like the man. Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh. That's how I do, yo. I just got a regular car, though. Anyway. So check it out, the great female icon chase. Now, people who follow me, of course, I'm known for the select, non-select thing. Yeah, wait a minute, hold on, y'all. Hey, what's up? I don't know what happened there. It just went off. I don't know. Maybe it hit something. Anyway, I was talking about what makes up the female icons, what the men consider select and non-select, right? And it's made the icons, the select women are basically, they got to resemble that icon, that perfect woman, that movie star, right? They got to resemble that movie star. They got to resemble, the IG models, the OnlyFans girls and stuff. They got the perfect face, the hair and everything, perfect body. Indeed, that was a big thing with OnlyFans and a lot of stuff. That's why men will pay to travel to certain places or deal with certain women, because the women, they tap into that icon thing. That's why they will get the makeup a certain way. They'll get the breastises done, the buttocks done, and everything, because men in general are looking for that thing, looking for that perfect woman. But then that's a variance too, because many men who got good sense, they're realistic. Ironically, it's the players that are realistic. It's the players, because it's actually, because that icon represents the perfect 10. And it can change from year to year, And one thing about it is, you do get those stars, the IG models, they tap into it, they'll look like that, but they got a shelf life. That's the reality. They got the shelf life. You'd be hard pressed to find the women in general, those icons, look good until old age. Now, there are some exceptions. And just real quick, there are some women who are naturally dimes. Damn near naturally perfect. But let's just be real with it. That's like seeing some mutants. Seriously, it's rare. Now, I've met women like that, but I can pretty much count them on two hands. Might have to expand to a toe or something. And I got to think hard about it. Like, they ain't need any makeup. The hair was natural. They had just the perfect body. Like, I've known a couple Barbies. And, that's a global thing. Some were Hispanic. Met one Asian like that. Met some women from continental Africa like that. And everything. One woman from Denmark. So I met some. They would just roll out of bed. Hair was natural. Everything. Right? But they rare. But the rest of them, if you look at the rest of the women promoted as dimes, promoted as icons, they are made up. They're adjustables. You take all that makeup off of them and, get that, get a before picture before they had like all the surgeries and everything. They might be a 6. And that's the whole thing. That's the thing, right? So, but here's the issue though. Let me say one more thing about it. Okay, there's only a few women like that, period. You ain't gonna see that every day. There's a few. But see, you have a whole bunch of men who look for those type of women. They looking for that perfection. Ironically, it's the men who get pussy the least. Because they'll pass over like some 6s and 7s right there in front of them because the woman don't look like that dime and stuff. Seriously. I mean, come on now. Like I said, I've known some of these women. I've known them personally and stuff. Like, I knew one, she was up there, she wouldn't even wear makeup. She could get away with it. And she's actually somebody I've known in college. She's about to turn 54. Shoot, she still look good. She went down from a 10 to 8.5. She's 50. But those are rare. Those are women are rare. But see, the problem is a lot of guys are chasing those women, want those women and stuff. And I'm like, dude, that's not realistic. You know, if you said you good with 6s and 7s, you can always make that. That's easy. It's like, just go someplace. Go to an ordinary club. You can meet those type of women, right? You can just go to an ordinary club. So, you know, that's it. That's all you need. But you got a lot of guys, they buy into the fantasy. Indeed, I'm gonna just be real. Yeah, I know, I usually leave the whole concept of overall dating coaches and stuff alone. But let's just be real. A lot of them, that's what they're making their money off of, giving these guys the idea they can meet this rare-ass woman. And let's just be real. If you're talking, like, you can look up and maybe meet a natural one, she just happened to be someplace you at the same time. But just meeting the rest, or even women close to that, I say not even a dime, like maybe a 9 or something, that's hard to do. And then if you do happen to meet that woman, a lot of guys already have a preconceived notion about her, and they putting her on a pedestal. And I'm gonna tell you the truth, the sex industry takes advantage of that. Call girls and everything. Businesses take advantage of that. Like, you get those what they call restaurants, where they'll have just attractive women, got their breasts all out and stuff, and tight, and they be a little extra flirty, and guys will go to them. Hooters, anyone? And they got others like that. And I know they'll get women like that to be like, if you ever go to like a trade show or something, or when they had the expos still going, and they'll have like these models and stuff passing out stuff. They'll have these models passing out different things. So that's, a lot of people use that. But here's the thing. Many men mess themselves up. First of all, you're chasing a rare woman, and you're not being realistic. And that's really what the biggest issue is. See, women, I give it to them. Women, I'm going to tell you the truth, women at a deep level, I don't care how emotional they are, they're cold-blooded and pragmatic as shit. At a deep level. Once you get past that emotion at their deepest level, they pragmatic. At their deepest level. I told that to some women. They were like, I don't know. Yeah, you're cold-blooded. Y'all know it. That's why a lot of women, they'll deal with a guy, and that's not that ideal, but they know their situation. They know who they're going to meet and stuff. And so they'll deal with what's there. But you get a lot of men be getting caught up. Too many men be caught up on a fantasy. Because you get some guys be like, well, I want to be the dime. I want to be that beautiful woman. Okay. Well, are you in an environment where you meet those women? And if you think it's money, are you making money to be in an environment to meet those women? No. Seriously. I mean, yeah, you can go some places, meet a whole bunch of women like that, but shoot, there's a price tag just to get in there. Not even about spending the money on the women, just to get in there. To be in those environments. I've been in some of those environments and stuff. You better have some money and some class and some style. You can't be somebody living in your basement or something, or got some ordinary ass job where you're barely making ends meet. And the only exception to that is if you, quite frankly, I'm just gonna be real, quite frankly, your ass need to be on that fashion model, male fashion model, alpha showpiece, killer ass body type of tip to even think about going there. Especially if you ain't like a celebrity or something. I'm just being real. With that. Now, if a guy say, you just want to meet a woman who may be above average, a 6, which is above average, a 7, I'm like, okay, that's reasonable. Regardless of what you do for a living. You just gotta get out. Shit. You just got to get out, you know? So, you know, a lot of men need to get, look, the bottom line is men need to let that criteria go and just be realistic. Let it go. Because once you like let that little fantasy go, once a man let that fantasy go, he'll find out there's an abundance of women who are still attractive. Like I said, if you get a 7 is still above average. Now, some guys will say, well, I just see these 3s and 4s. All right, well, build yourself up so you can at least deal with the 7s. That's reasonable. That's reasonable. That's reasonable. When you start moving up more and more, first of all, those women know they're very attractive. It's hard. They figure, at a young age, they figure, hey, you know what? I can be a star. I can be a model or something. So they're going to be in those environments. Now, unless you work for a modeling company or something, you know, that's another way. And that's a whole other thing. The only way to meet, if you really want to meet those women, you need to get in those industries where they act. Seriously. You need to get in. That'd be, now, that might be an exception to the general rule. You could be an ordinary cat in there. All you have to do is learn how to be cool around them. You can get yours if you work there. You know what I mean? If you work there. So that's the thing. That's the thing. So anyway, y'all. Yeah. I can't believe that thing had cut off early. I don't know. It must have been a bump or something. I don't know. But Snooky, my buddy up in here today. I ain't gonna get my little hug for today. Oh man, you know what? If I felt like carrying like 2 things with me, 2 things. If I felt like carrying a camera crew and some release forms, because let me say something about that real quick. Because I know sometimes people are like, hey, show us talking to somebody in the street. Like, you got these frauds out here, you know, got women on camera and all of that. And yeah, I'm going to say frauds because legally, you record somebody without their permission, they can sue the fuck out of you. So every time you get somebody on there, you either got to blur their face out. If it's a real thing, you got to blur their face out or have them sign a document or release form. I don't feel like carrying either. But it'd be interesting. I always have interesting days. So anyway, y'all, that's all I got. I'll get back with you. Peace and blessings.